fellow Deadheads, it is your overlord returning. DEADMANVINCE here, about to do the Jujutsu Sorcerer'S scale story event. We are still waiting for the full event to actually download, so I will skip ahead in the video, but chat has no choice but to suffer with me and wait here. Alright guys, we are here in the story event, the Jujutsu Sorcerer'S scale. The boosted items or characters and recollection bits for this event are going to be the new priorities. This is called our priorities on the wiki, but this one is called priorities. So this is the one that you can win from here, or honestly, I'm showing you the reward. Let me show you the, there we go, event bonus. So anybody who's a blue character is going to be adding 5% extra exorcism tokens to your drops whenever you're doing a run. Blue, it seems to be the strong color against this. It's matching up with Miwa, of course. Miwa herself is going to give you 20% extra points, and then for every time you awaken her, you get an additional 4%. So you can get her up to 40% of an extra boost with with 4 other blue characters, which would give you another 20%. So that's 60% by itself. Then you can get both of the recollection bits. This one from the banner, and this one from the actual event itself. And both of them will give you 15%, and then if you get them maxed out, they will give you an extra 15%. So those will give you 30% each. So 30%, 30%, so 60%. So it looks like you can get like 120% altogether on all of the like boosted drops for this and everything. But that's all the boosted characters. And honestly, since in my long video where I talked about all of the events that are coming, I didn't really break down any of the characters on the banners. I will go ahead and talk about this character now, because I'm just like, yo, there is a possibility that people pull her with the free multi that you can grind from the event. So let's just go ahead and go over Miwa real quick. She's a defender, a guardian. I don't know why I always be like forgetting. Tank is what I was looking for. Her skill 1 is if sword sheath count is 1 or above, or honestly, should I read her passive first so that we have a concept of what sword sheath count is? Yeah, probably. When a critical hit is performed, increases sword sheath count by 2 up to 15%. At the start of each turn, if the counter status is applied to self, increases sword sheath count by 1 up to 15. At the start of each turn, and depending on own sword sheath count, apply the following effect. Sword sheath count 1 to 3, decreases own taijutsu damage received by 15%. Sword sheath count 4 to 6, increases own break damage by 50%. Sword sheath count 7 or above, increases own critical hit rate by 50%. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, bro. This Miwa is just literally not worth summoning for, because you already know what's coming, and I've done the math for you. It's 47 days at this point. I will literally be counting down every single day and telling y'all every single day, bro. You have 47 days until the best character and the best DPS in the game are coming out. These are just not options. These are just not options. Be real. Let's see. So now, skill 1, if sword sheath count is 1 or above, increases damage by 7.5% one time. The higher the sword sheath count is, the higher the damage boost up to 100%. Deals melee combined damage equal to 120.3 taijutsu and 45.1 jujutsu to a selected enemy. If sword sheath count is 5 or above, increases own critical hit rate by 35% for 3 turns, and it cannot stack. And then you decrease your sword sheath count by 1. Her critical hit rate is 40%. Her critical damage is 50%. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that like each character's crit chance is like dependent on each move, and I'm looking at all her moves and all of her sword sheath count. All of her crit chances are like 40%, so that's less than 50%, which is not 1,000,000,000% terrible. But like when her entire kit is integral around activating the sword sheath effect, I don't know that I can recommend. Let's see. Grants a counter status to self for 2 turns 3 times. Evades enemies' attacks 1 turn with a 50% chance. And all these skills that I'm reading are at level 10. Increases own sword sheath count by 1 up to 15. Attracts the selected enemy's attack to self 1 turn 1 time. And then when she's in the counter status, when targeted by an enemy single target melee attack, the sword sheath count is 1 or above, increases own damage by 20%. The higher the sword sheath count is, the greater the damage boost up to 50%. Deals 150.4% of melee combined damage equal to 100% taijutsu and 30% jujutsu as a counter damage. Increases own taijutsu by 10% for 3 turns, cannot be stacked. Fills on ultimate gauge by 110. And decreases sword sheath count by 1. I'm gonna be honest with you, bro. The sword sheath count is just like so varied. It's like there's different ranges to it, and it's just like your chances of getting to those different ranges is literally just RNG. It's like, are you getting a crit, or do you have your counter up from the prior turn? Do you have enough energy to keep doing her like, I don't know. I feel like it's a little too much you gotta do to make the entire kit work all together. Somebody out there has got a simp for Miwa the way Miwa simps for Gojo, and it's not gonna be me. Increases own taijutsu damage by 29.9%, and then increases sword sheath count by up to 3. Okay, so a direct move that can do it. It costs 20 curse energy. How consistent will that be? I don't know. If sword sheath count is 1 or above, increases own damage by 30%. The higher the sword sheath count, the greater the damage boost, up to 100%. Deals combined melee damage equal to 824% taijutsu and 362.5% jujutsu to the selected enemy. Increases the selected enemy's taijutsu damage received by 22.2%. If sword sheath count is 7 or above, reduces own taijutsu received by 15%. Decreases own sword sheath count by 7. I guess if you just keep spamming the skill 3, it's not that bad to get the ultimate crazy. So she seems alright, but like again, she is a tank. Ultimately, she seems like a decent like damage dealing option realistically. It seems like more so you're just banging off the damage she's dealing with her counters. And honestly, is that really a defender at that point? If it's not really giving themselves like hella damage reduction or anything like that? I don't know. Okay, the page that is not free to play is ignoring orders. Again, not worth the summon. But when command skill, I'll read this at all levels actually, with no dupes or anything. When command skill or ultimate is activated, so you can use this with any skill, increases own damage by 65% for 2 turns, effective for blue type attacks. If ultimate gauge is full while activating, grants a sure hit effect to self 1 turn 1 time. So I guess if you had darkness, you would be guaranteed to hit if you did that. If you upgrade it to limit break 3, the 65% turns to 70%, nothing else about it changes. And then if you get it to limit break 1, when the character is in counter status and the skill ends, increases own critical hit rate by 20% for 2 turns. So it's for counter characters though. Like it's like half the page is just useless for the majority of the game. If you have a counter though, then this works for you. But actually no, if you have a counter and you're blue, then it completely works for you. So it's like super restrictive, super specific. That's why I'm just kind of like, I don't know. But if you guys are in here and you're enjoying the stream and enjoying these breakdowns, then you can go down below and leave a like on the stream. The free-to-play page, finally, the only one that is important because you're going to get it for 5-star for free. Priorities. I'm just going to read it at limit break 5, or limit break 3 and 1. When command skill or ultimate skill is activated, again on any skill, increases all allies damage by 20% for 1 turn, effective for blue type attacks. I'm not going to lie, I don't hate that, and I'm probably going to incorporate that into my blue team somewhere. And then at the start of battle, increases all allies damage by 10%, effective if the selected enemy has weakness to blue type attacks. Yo, that's actually pretty fire. Yeah, I for some reason, I just don't remember seeing this part over all the times that I've been covering this information. But no, that's pretty fire. I'm excited for that, actually. So that's the page breakdown for all of the boosted pages that are going to give you extra points in this event. And like I said, any blue character and the new Miwa, of course. But you should not be summoning on the Miwa. So honestly, the only way that you should be getting the Miwa is literally from your free multi, if you get her from your free multi. But if not, then leave that alone. Yeah. Then let's look at all of the rewards from the token exchange. So I looked over the last story event we had to kind of do some math and figure out exactly how many of these you would need to completely finish. And it looks like, so what is it? 70, 200, 450, 600, 750, 900, 1200, 1500, 1500, 1500. Okay, cool. So guys, I've already pre-compiled like math for you, and I've even kind of jotted down some information just to be able to quickly look and surmise is the setup exactly the same. So far, just from doing the missions, like from the event missions themselves in the event mission tab, which I'll go to and look at in a second, and then doing these, so far it looks like you get 1,750 cubes from doing a story event. Now I'm gonna go into the story event and do each one of the little like missions and see how many cubes you get per mission, and I'm gonna try to do some quick math and figure out how many cubes you're getting from that. Hopefully we exceed 3,000 cubes for how many cubes we get from this in all. Hopefully. But you see we get Fancy Parade tickets in here as well. Like, you guys know the rewards that are in here. I just am specifically taking note of how many cubes we get from this. And to my understanding, just the first 4 pages give you cubes, which is a bit unfortunate. Honestly, if I have to work through all of these pages, I would rather get cubes on every single one of the pages. But I guess it balances out with the cubes they give you for the missions for resetting the pages. But I digress. You need 10,350 tickets to get the full page 5-star. If you wanted to get the free multi on the banner, which means completing all the missions, and the missions are going to be defeat every level of the Formidable Battle event at the end, and also reset the pages 7 times. If you wanted to do all of that in one sitting, you would need 20,850 tickets. I told y'all I did my math. And then if you just wanted to get all the way up to page 11, so I mean clearing out page 10 and being on page 11, because page 11 is literally just like repeat rewards at that point. You don't have to worry about actually doing it. If you want to get to that point, you would need 43,350 tickets, or they're tokens actually, it says tokens. But let's go look at the event missions now. So these are like part of the missions that I was talking about. You see reset the pool 1 through 7 times, or it's not going to show you the reset the pool 1 through 7 times, but every time you reset the pool, a new mission pops up. So literally, if it's reset the pool 1 through 7 times, that is literally 150 times 7, which is, I'm just giving you the breakdown of my math, 1,050 cubes, and then literally you have another 600 cubes right here. So that's 1,650, and then you get 100 from the actual like pages themselves. But these missions right here are easy. It's literally just clear Formidable Battle on difficulty, normal, hard, very hard, special. So you can do all of these things at least once during the event, especially because when you go into the special battles, if you can't beat it, or special difficulty battle, if you can't beat it the first run, then you just go back in, you beat it the second run, and then you still get the mission for it. So it is what it is. Take your time with it, but we do have access to cubes here. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get into the event itself and just start cracking on some missions here. And again, just doing that math for every single mission that I do. So you see 30 cubes are right here for the 3-star. So I am gonna go ahead and just make a speculation that there's 8 missions here, so that's 240 cubes, because I don't think that this quest is gonna give me more than 30 cubes. I think it still gives me 30 cubes, even though it's the boss. But we're gonna go through this and we're gonna figure it out. Alright guys, I have made it to quest 8, the final battle of the normal missions. All of these missions do give you 30 cubes individually, and this one also does give you 30 cubes. I thought maybe this one will give you like 50 or something like that, because it's like the final boss fight. But literally, as long as you 3-star all of these missions, which means nobody dies at all in the mission, and you clear the quest, which is extremely easy because this is the hardest of the normal missions, and it literally is only 5,000 like CP in difficulty. You can see here that you're going to get your first copy of the page right here, and then afterwards you're going to unlock the hard missions, be able to farm through those again. And remember, we are keeping track of how many cubes we are getting from this event itself. But yes, we're getting 240 cubes from this first little page right here, and then we'll see how many we're getting from this page right here. But we'll come in after we finish the hard page, I guess, and then I'll break down the Formidable Boss Battle event that's right here. So, chat, we have finished all of the missions for this, so that is an extra, like I said, 150 cubes off of this page. We're going to go ahead and now dump all of our stamina into getting as many of this as we can, so that we can just spam the boss battle as much as we can. But again, like I said, we did already get the page from like an actual mission in... You get the page from doing the hard mission on the normal screen. Yes. So we already have the page. So we can go ahead and put it on now for the farming the boss. So that's already good. I will not go full throttle on farming the boss. First, I'm going to get enough to 5-star the page, which would be 10,000 of the 10,000 of the tickets, the tokens, like I said, 10,350. And then after we get that much and 5-star the page, the next time you will see will be after I have enough to get the free multi, I guess. Maybe I'll farm out the entire reward set for my stream, but I'll probably just hold you up until I get to the free multi so that you guys can see that. Guys, we have the Formidable boss here. It is only, it goes up to 21k like CP requirement for the special boss, but you can see 1 out of 1. You get an extra run on the special boss every single day that the event is out. The event will be out for 12 days, but usually like the full 12 days is not the time you can do this. Like usually this is for like 10 days, and like the last 2 days are just for you to like get any last minute rewards if you still have points. But all these runs cost 20 energy each, so we got a lot of runs right here. So we're gonna go through all of these, and then we're gonna see how many points we're at the. Or honestly, you know what? I'll go through these 3, and then I'll actually show the special run. All right, guys, we have made it to the special difficulty or special grade chameleon type cursed spirit boss. You can see that the boss's energy or CP is 21,400. We're gonna just go ahead and jump in here with this random team that I put together. It is a blue team, so it gives me the highest amount of boost that I can get right now. Oh, do I have? I don't think I have enough to get the page yet, especially not even just beating this once. But I'm literally just gonna go in here and I'm just gonna auto battle it, just to show you like this is easy. Now, yes, my Gojo is 5 dupes, but it does not matter. And yes, my Megumi is 5 dupes. That does not matter. Why? Because Gojo is just cracked in general, and you literally could have gotten him for free at the start of the game. So like, Gojo will work how Gojo works in here. I'll just leave it at that. Momo, that one is like a little harder to get your hands on, but realistically, you can just sacrifice the 5% and put in like Red Yago or Red Nanami and you'll be okay. Kamo is not a character worth working on, and honestly, I kind of want him on the team right now just to show you that you don't really have to take this fight that seriously. So we're just going to go in and we're going to auto battle it with that one dead character in the mix and just see what this team does by themselves. But yeah, I typically do the special mission the first time that it's out, obviously on the day one, just to try it out, just to gauge the strength of it. And then afterwards, I just let the special... I mean, usually, bro, I don't farm this too much after the first day, right? Like, I'll come back randomly and be like, oh, okay, I got a few runs on this level. Let me do this real quick, right? But other than that, I usually just kind of let it sit. So say I do like the first day run just to kind of like test the strength of the event, and then afterwards I'll come back probably like after the week is out, and then I'll just do 6 runs on the special grade level like over and over again. But yeah, literally random character in there, auto battling. Gojo's still like, you know, carrying. It doesn't matter. Like, what do you expect from Gojo, really? Like, it's always going to be a hard carry from that man. We get the break. We do good damage. All right, this run is almost done. These two are literally about to ult together. Momo's going to increase the damage by 30%. And then Kamo is going to use his ultimate, which isn't going to kill or anything, because his skills aren't leveled up either. But Gojo, like, indefinitely kills this turn, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, I guess he kills next turn. Oh, nice. Excellent, that Pride kind of like was ready for that turn. Facts. And then one more turn. Oh, Gojo leaves. Oh no, this is Gojo's last turn. So on auto battle, my team was strong enough for Gojo to win it on his last turn. And I'm gonna be honest with you, even if Gojo did leave for his last turn, the boss's health was so low, like Fushiguro was finishing the rest of that up by himself. Let's be real. Alright guys, you see we got some of our missions here for beating the missions on all their different levels. We have 150 cubes for each one of these missions that we defeated here, so that's a quick 600 cubes. All I have to do is reset the prize pool 7 times, and then that's going to give me 150 times 7, which is 1050. And then that's going to be it for the cubes that you get from this event. But even still, that's a pretty hefty amount, I'd say so, especially with all the other rewards you're getting. And then that gives me how many points in all right now? That gives me 1,345 points. I am gonna go ahead and use some of the points because, okay, so look, you can set it to exchange 10, 50, or 100 times at a time. If you have enough to just complete the entire page of rewards, it will just exchange everything at the same time. So I am gonna do this because that gives me an extra page, and that's going to give me more points automatically while I'm farming, like right now. And honestly, I'm going to go ahead and do this one as well, because it's going to give me, I knew I was going to get lucky enough to get a second page, and then because you only need 1,000 to clear the entirety of the second like page, so I knew if I did it once, I mean, it was a 50-50 of me getting the page or not. But now that I have the page, it's going to boost my drop rate of medals a few more times, and I just reset the page too, so that automatically gave me some cubes there, so that's also pretty good. But guys, I'm gonna go back into the formidable battle against the boss and just farm it on very hard over and over again until I literally have enough to do my free multi, and then the free multi will be the end of the video for sure. We have completed all of the missions that give us all of the tickets that we need for our multi. So let's jump over to the Miwa banner, and I'll give y'all a grand total of how many cubes I got. Or I guess I should give the grand total of cubes right here. You can see resetting the page gives you 150 cubes every single time. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which is 1050. Plus another 1, 2, 3, 4. Where is it? 4 more instances of 150 cubes. So that is 1,650 cubes. Then if you actually look at the reward pages themselves, what I have failed to realize is this isn't just 20 cubes, it's 20 cubes 5 times. So 1650 plus 100 is 1750, plus another 100 is 1850, plus 300, because these are both 150 altogether. I didn't feel like doing 150 and then 150. 1850 plus 300 is 2150, and then you get an additional 30 cubes per mission right here. So what did I say? 1800. Did I say 1850 plus 300? Yes. 1850 plus 300, which is 2150. And then add an additional 150 cubes. That puts you at 2,300. And then if you consider the extra 30 cubes per mission you get right here, that adds on an extra 240. It looks like you get 25, 40 cubes. 2,540 cubes. Not exactly a full multi-summon, but nearly a multi-summon. And considering they're giving you a free multi-summon on top of it, then I'd say the rewards are pretty solid. Also, unfortunately, we are not getting free multis for the reruns of the hidden inventory banner. Honestly, I didn't expect it, and I honestly didn't know if they did it on the JP version, but it is what it is. I'll be okay, personally. I can't say the same for everybody else, but we do have all of the new SSR characters in here, which I already knew that. But we're gonna hop in and do this multi for Miwa. I mean, get her or don't, who cares? It's just Miwa. But guys, I do appreciate y'all watching the video. Okay, it's not an SSR at all. That's fine. That is fine. No purple screen, no black flash, no nothing. That's cool though. We chill. I'm still the Gotcha Whisperer. I didn't care about Miwa. Okay, did I just get her recollection bit though? That's a little goofy-ish. That's a little goofyism. Okay. Honestly, I would have preferred to get a random SSR character that was just useful. But I'll take a page. It's whatever. Why did I know it was a new damn page? I always get the new page on the first multi, bro. Like that's whatever. I don't even be impressed. I don't even be amazed by it anymore. I just be like, oh, okay, that's just usual, typical shit. Everybody gets some page on that first multi on any banner, to be honest with you. But guys, that's gonna be it for the video. This page I think is whatever. Yeah, it's whatever, honestly. But that's gonna be it for your boy DEADMANVINCE. If you guys enjoyed, then you can go down below and leave a like on the video. But like I said, 2,540 cubes is what you're looking at from this story event. And also that math, I'm pretty sure checks out for like all the future story events. So just keep that number in mind moving forward, guys. But that's it for the video. Hope that you guys enjoyed. Go down below, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Peace out.